Are you ever looking for something to add to your gin to spice it up, or even your whiskey or whatever, vodkas, and you want to spice it up a little? Well, then stay tuned and find out. Cheers, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bourbon Booze. I'm super glad you're here. We got Cody again. He's wearing his Taco Cat shirt again. It's his favorite shirt. So, yeah, if you are looking at having a nice, cool, refreshing drink in the evening, but never know really what to add to it, rather than the basics, we're here to give you some insight on some great additives to a perfect gin martini, like a gin and tonic, or just a carbonated gin, vodka, whiskey. All right, so normally when you're making a gin, and we're looking at the 2 minis, or the 4 Points gin from Acre, it's one of my favorites. The 2 minis is also, as you can tell. Usually we like to go with just a basic gin and tonic. And so you can go with your basic tonic, which this is just generic Kroger tonic water, or you can spice it up a little bit. Now, my wife and I, we have both have a love. I think all three of us have a really good love for gin and tonics. But I don't know about you, but she and I, we basically like a really good flavored natural gin.
Not flavored gin per se.
No, not flavored as in, rose or raspberry or strawberry or something like that. No, a good...
The botanicals that they put into it.
A good botanical flavored gin. Yeah. A clear gin.
Yes.
But sometimes we just want to add a little flavor to it on our own. So she and I part different ways. I'm starting to merge more with her, but she is really into orange and blood orange flavors, where I like more lemon or lime. So when we start looking at things, she'll like to add some like pink grapefruit. She's not a huge fan of this, but Lesbie's has a pink grapefruit. She has been doing a blood orange soda here. This isn't tonic, I don't think. This is sparkling water from, is it Spagrino? Pellegrino.
It's sparkling orange and blood orange beverage.
Pellegrino. We have the Q has a sparkling grapefruit. I think all of these. Fever Tree has a pink grapefruit. I fell in love with these basically generic store brand flavored. This is the tangerine mango. I drank all the lime. We both love Fever Tree. In fact, I think Fever Tree elderflower are unanimous amongst the three of us favorites.
It's a great cocktail.
Yeah. And all of the fever trees are great. But my wife and I, we've started to develop a liking for the Pellegrinos.
How much have you had today?
I've had anything. I also have developed a very strong liking for carbonated waters. And so currently my favorite carbonated water...
Two here.
Yeah, to add to my gin and tonics, or you're going to say how much of I drink. Vodka and tonics is the sparkling water.
Is the Topo Chico?
Yeah.
Is that the word you were looking
for? No. Vodka. I like the lime Topo Chico.
So technically that would not be a vodka tonic.
It'd be a vodka...
Vodka Chico.
Vodka Chico, good. The Topo Chico, and also Ahas or bubbly, or any of those carbonated waters that are flavored.
Vahaga.
Vahaga. Or Jinhaka.
Jinhaka. Yeah. That doesn't sound right.
But if you don't want that, and you want a little bit more sweetness and flavor to it, you can't go wrong with adding what I'm from the north, I call a soda. I think kind of the northwest. If I was the northeast, I'd call it a pop. I did call them pops when I was a kid, but soda. What do you call them?
I don't know.
Sprite, Coke, Dr. Pepper.
Soda.
Okay.
But It's whatever you want to call it, because if you say it's a soda or pop, you're going to end up in some crazy part of the Wild West.
Well, when I first came to Texas, it was called a Coke. Didn't matter what it was.
It was all Coke.
It was all Coke. And Dr. Pepper's completely separate. I'm not a Dr. Pepper fan. I think we have one over there. But some people like that. Now these, all of this stuff, this carbonated stuff versus the tonics, actually work really well with whiskey as well. If you want to kind of spice up the whiskey. Lots of people like whiskey and Sprite, like a Seagram's and Sprite or Seagram's 7 Up. That's what a 7 and 7 is. Seagram's whiskey and 7 Up. Actually, it's, if you don't know what it is, we need to try it because I love them.
I don't think we have Seagram 7.
No, but you could do some all turkey and.
What's the point of making a Seagram a 7 and 7 if it's not Seagram 7 and 7 Up?
I don't know.
It's like making a Jack and Coke and you don't have Jack.
We do have the Pellegrinos. I fell in love with these in Europe and was so happy when I came back to the States. I found out that these are sold in my Total Wines. I love the Lemonadas.
You already talked about those.
I can drink those straight. This is a new one I just picked up, Lemon and Lemon Zest, and my wife likes the Blood and Blood Orange. The only thing I don't really care for is the Canada Dry, which is his favorite. So tell us about the Canada Dry.
I like Canada Dry by itself. I've not found a cocktail that has Canada Dry in it that I actually really love. Usually something else goes better with it.
Yeah, because I think, don't they add Canada Dry as some sort of alternative to Moscow Mules?
Maybe.
I know that
it's a ginger ale.
Yeah, I don't need to.
It's not the same, and then you can technically try and make like a gin and tonic, but with Canada Dry, I do not like gin and tonics with Canada Dry.
Okay. Might have to do some experiments.
It's been a long time, so maybe I'd like it now, but I don't.
We have a cocktail episode coming up this week, so maybe we could look at options for cocktails with Canada Dry. Is that our last can?
Like a vodka chico.
Vodka chico. Oh, we'll make that too. But it's simple.
This may be our last can, by the way.
But these are just what we have in the bar. And some of these are...
This is like what you would actually want to use for just making multiple kinds of different cocktails. Yeah. All of these, you can add different things to change the flavor. Something like, say, Big Red, you're not going to get much flavor besides Big Red or A&W's root beer. Or
the root beer we haven't had much luck with. The Big Red...
It always tastes like root beer, and same with Big Red.
Now, the Big Red, we've had a little bit of success with some stuff.
Still tastes like Big Red.
There seems to be one other thing besides root beer that we've had. I can't remember what it is. Not sure. It could just be the ginger beer.
Yeah, if it's real ginger beer, very gingery.
Now, I will tell you that this is something that I would only use if I am going to be having a gin and tonic throughout the day
or
with friends or a group. Because once you open this, it's not going to last long. That's why I prefer these. This will get you about 2 drinks. I mean,
2 drinks if you're not making a big glass.
Right. Well, even a big glass. When I make a gin and tonic for my wife and tall boys, this will cover both of us. One of these bottles and one of these cans.
I mean, like a mug.
I prefer to have these little minis on hand in the bar because it's just easier to have and less wastage because you're not necessarily going to...
Less potential waste.
Right.
More trash.
That's true, but it's just
because if you don't accidentally... If you open a bigger bottle... Even the normal size like these, and you just don't end up drinking it, then it's just a complete waste of what's left.
Right.
And sometimes you just...
That's why I like these, is because I can easily drink either a heavy club soda tonic, club soda gin, or I can just have 2. And 2's not going to make me drunk or anything. And that would be my limit. These, on the other hand, I don't think we ever finish a can when it's just us. Just my wife and I, we never finish can. I would only keep the full-size cans when you have a bigger group. I don't like having the bottles, the plastic bottles of Coke. I just don't. None of my friends are really Jack and Coke or Whiskey and Coke. Or
at least not when they come over here, because, I mean, look at it.
Yeah.
There's options. galore here.
But I thought I would just kind of show that out because I was wondering what people are drinking out there in their mixer. And my wife and I have been to several bars recently, especially in England, where they tell you, you know, this is your gin and what mixer do you want with it, and they give you a whole list of stuff like this. And it got me to thinking that, you know, some people just go straight to the 7-Up or straight to
Well, and I've actually seen that a lot of people who have their mixer, it's something completely different that you would normally never see in a bar. It's like a flavored drink.
Yeah.
Or an energy drink.
But if you're making these,
and they just pick that because they know they'll like it, and then they add a little bit of vodka.
But if you make these enough at home and you get to know your favorite flavor, when you are at a bar and you order a gin and tonic or vodka and soda or whatever, whiskey and soda, you might say, hey, what are you putting it in? What are you putting in it? I always ask what the liquor is. When I order an old fashioned or
what's the specific
or gin and tonic, what's the specific liquor? Now with the specific additive for my gin and tonics, there might be a selection out there you don't know that they have. Recently we went to a bar and they kind of listed the additives, but sometimes the general house gin and tonic. They also sold Topo Chico, and I'd say, hey, can I have a gin and tonic, but instead of the tonic, I want the Topo Chico. So that's a way of learning how you like your drinks and best made flavors for you. Is just start experimenting, grab a 4-pack or a single pack at the store and start experimenting. I will tell you the San Pellegrinos or the S Pellegrinos, I don't know what they are absolutely fabulous and by far my favorite right now. They've trumped Fever Tree. But that's just us. Let us know what you think. Leave those comments down below. What's your favorite additive to your cocktails? We're talking mostly gins and vodkas, but what's your favorite additive? I am going to challenge Cody to find a cocktail other than Moscow mules or mules that take the ginger ale and see what it comes, but you can leave your favorite one down there as well. Make sure, what did I say? Canada Dry?
Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Oh, you said ginger ale.
Oh.
Well, it's like...
Isn't that ginger ale?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It means so much to us. And look forward to our next episode. And remember, Cody is doing a whiskey and 7-Up.
He's really distractible.
Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you next episode. Cheers. All right. Make me a martini.